I want to talk to you very briefly about forced action. There are two camps when it comes to business. One camp is that you just do what you've got to do, period. No ifs, ands, and buts. And the other side says you do what you're passionate about, what you love, and the money will follow. Well, obviously, we know that there's a blend of those two. However, for the most part, it's skewed toward forced action. There's a lot more that we have to do that we really don't want to do, and maybe we'd even argue that we don't have, quote, time to do. But the truth is there's a lot of activities that we just have to force our way through in order to complete whatever it is or to reach whatever goal that we want to reach. Carrie told me this a while back. I was really stunned about it. She said that about 90% of what she does, she didn't really want to do. She just has to do to get to that 10% that she just loves doing. So forced action. Carrie said this back on, I think, Friday, on my 45th birthday. Goodness. Take 45 minutes of something hard today. And I think there were just a couple of people, 2, 3, 4, that even reported on this. And the key is not that you reported or not, even though I think that inspires other people. It's that you actually did it. That you set aside the time and you did it and you went after it. Last night, I was doing my planning for the week. So I get my notebooks out. And every one of my businesses or sometimes every one of my activities, I've got a different notebook for, and I review that, and it helps me schedule and plan my week. Now, do I want to do all of that? No, there's several things on my list today I do not want to do, but I've really got to do it. So how do we participate in forced action? Number one, you need a specific task. Something that you are going to do. Number two, you need unalterable time, meaning it's very difficult, if not impossible, to be interrupted. Now, I know you've heard 1,000 times, either get up an hour early or stay up an hour late, and most people fight that. But here's what I found is that nobody really bothers me at 4 a.m. There's not much risk of getting a phone call, of getting a personal email, of somebody Facebooking me. There's no chance of my remaining son at home coming in and interrupting me. It's just not going to happen. It's unalterable time, meaning that nobody's going to interrupt it, but also it's got to be something that I am committed to and I'm not going to allow an interruption. The other day I had something on my schedule, and a guy called to play golf. And I love playing golf, and I wanted to go, but I'd made a commitment. Number three is the known and unknown, and this is what usually shakes us, is that sometimes we're doing tasks that we don't really know about. We've got to learn, or we think that we can make it through, and we didn't judge our time correctly because we just didn't know how long it was going to take us. And that really can derail us, it can demotivate us, it can really bother us. So if you've got the unknown, go ahead and double, triple, even quadruple. I found that quadrupling the amount of time you think it's going to take is really what's needed. For example, setting up a website or a squeeze page, the first time you're just not going to do it right. It's not really possible. So there's got to be that failure there and those mistakes or that frustration because it's unknown. It's like anything else. I mean, it doesn't matter that the bicycle comes with a set of instructions. Something is not going to be put together right. I don't know why that is, but it's the way it is. So the known and unknown helps you really gauge your time. And number four is forced action. You just do it. It doesn't matter if you feel like it or not, or your heart is in it or not. You need to complete it. So let's say that it's something that's more emotional, like an article. And you want your passion in there, and you want your energy in there. And you may think, I don't feel like writing the article right now. It's not going to be my best article. Go ahead and write the article and then come back to it later. But go ahead and force the action. Then you can revise. Then you can put the energy in at a later time. So forced action, specific task, unalterable time, the known and unknown, and forced action. We just got to do this, guys. We can't wait for inspiration to strike. We can't wait till it feels right. We can't keep putting off things that are difficult. We just have to work and push through it and get it done. All right, you guys have a great, great week. Write down your task. Make sure that you're planning out your week and you're doing what you need to do, the way you need to do it, and force that action.